Hey guys, how's it going? Brad Riley here and welcome to another video. And in this one today, I'm going to be speaking about why being a perfectionist is killing your business. Now we have a little bit of a different setup here today. I'd love to know your opinion on this. You know, these type of videos are a lot more relaxing, just me sat behind my camera having a chat with you. So if you enjoy these little videos sprinkled in here and there alongside the, sit down in front of my main camera style videos, then be sure to let me know in the comment section down below after you've watched some of the video. Now just one thing before we jump into it. If you're not yet on the wait list to get your copy of the SMMA Accelerator, this is going to be a 100% free book. You just have to pay a few dollars for shipping and handling costs. It's 150 pages full of everything from sales, pricing, foundations, how to get clients, how to get results for clients, how to build a team and scale. Pretty much all covered in here. Onboarding, there's a mini sales script in here. There's so much that you get free of charge. This is due to release in the next couple of months. All you can do right now though, just to make sure you grab yourself a copy, is join the pre-release waitlist down below. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a copy, join that waitlist. So today's video, I want to speak about being a perfectionist and why it is killing your goals and killing your business. Because I've been there before. I think to some degree, all entrepreneurs are perfectionists. That's why we're entrepreneurs, right? The reason we don't like going and working for someone else is because they're doing it their way and it's not our way. And we see things and, I saw Jeff Bezos speak about this and it's so true. As an entrepreneur, at least the way I think, and this is the way that Jeff thinks as well, is, you'll be at a restaurant and you'll notice things that could be improved about that business. I do this everywhere I go. I sit down at a restaurant or I go out for, to a cinema or, I go to any business for that matter. I go out for some drinks with my friends, go to a gym, and I'm always naturally looking at things which I think could be improved, which could be better. And I think as an entrepreneur, that's natural, right? That's why we're entrepreneurs, because we like to solve problems, we like to improve things, we like to build things, create things, make things better. And that is closely linked to perfectionism, right? Being a perfectionist is almost a lot of the reason why we get into business. But if you're not careful, that will come around and bite you on the backside, and it will be a massive negative. If you leverage it right and be a perfectionist in the way that you want to make things great, then that's okay. If you want to make everything perfect with your touch, then all of a sudden that's where you're gonna stumble into issues and you're gonna hit hurdles. Because the truth is, 99% of you, if you're watching this and you are a perfectionist, the main thing this stems from, and this is kind of step number one, is you're not willing to give up any control. It's funny, so many of us entrepreneurs hire people, okay? And the first time you ever hire somebody, it's very hard to give up that control. It's almost counterintuitive. Like, think about it, like, why would you hire somebody and then tell them everything to do and micromanage them? It defeats the object of hiring them in the first place. So the first tip, the first thing you really need to understand is you need to be willing to give up control in your business. Because if you don't give up control, you will very quickly, very early on in your entrepreneurial journey, you will hit this ceiling that you cannot scale beyond. I don't know what that figure is. It depends. Every businesses have different scalability without teams and hiring people. But for most parts, anything surpassed 6 figures per year, you're really going to struggle to scale much beyond that in most business models, especially with the agency business model, if you don't hire people and be willing to give up control. Now, for the most part, entrepreneurs, the reason they want to micromanage is because you want to make sure things are getting done your way. But you're hiring an expert because the chances are they're already way better than you. Your time as the owner is way better spent on thinking about the tomorrow, thinking about how you can build the business, how you can grow the revenue, how you can improve your systems, build better customer service, how you can get better results for your clients. Like, that's where your head needs to be. Increasing revenue, marketing your company, building a better product, essentially. You hire people to focus on the today, which is to execute on that, okay? You hire people to run the Facebook ads for your clients, make the social media posts, handle the emails, the client communication. Those are all things you can get taken care of. So if you're gonna sit there and micromanage, and you're paying somebody to micromanage, not only is it a complete waste of money, but you're taking the time away from the reason you hired them in the first place, which is so you could focus on generating more revenue and building a better company. So you need to be willing to give up that control. That's the first tip that I have for you today, okay? Give up control, hire good people, by the way, because this is closely related to it as well. Like if you hire good people, then you're going to feel less need to micromanage. Like if you hire a real expert, they're going to be way better than you anyway. In which case, you're stupid if you micromanage them because they're better than you. Now, if you skimp out and hire somebody really bad, really cheap, you hire too quickly, well then guess what? You may have to micromanage, those results will end up really bad. So don't micromanage, spend time, make sure you hire somebody who's really good, and then start being willing to give up control because you simply won't scale, okay? So that's part one of why being a perfectionist is killing your business. Now, the second reason why being a perfectionist is killing your business is because you're simply too indecisive. Now, this is personally this is one of the biggest hurdles I had to overcome. Naturally, for a lot of my life, I have been very indecisive. I cannot make decisions by myself for the first multiple years of my life, right? So when I first become an entrepreneur, I had to really learn how to make fast decisions, because ultimately, if you are such a perfectionist that you don't end up even making any decisions because you want to make sure the decision you make is the right one, you're not going to get anywhere. Obviously, the goal is to make sure you're always making more better decisions than you're making more worse decisions, right? But for the most part, being decisive and making a decision and sticking to it and then going all in on that decision is really, really important as an entrepreneur. And a lot of the time, if you're a perfectionist and you're striving for this perfect business, then the problem is you're going to often not make any decision whatsoever because you're always going to be unsure whether or not it's the right one. And you just cannot operate like that. And this is what's important about really knowing your company core values, right? Now, I personally have 10 core values within my company that I follow by, my team follow by, even our customers, right? Now, I can revisit those core values at every point. So as long as the decision that I'm making fits within those core values, it is driven from, just so you understand, like a couple of my company core values are always to over deliver for customers, right? Making sure we have a euphoric value and quality within every single one of our products and services and piece of content that we put out. That is, a couple of our core values, right? So as long as the decision you're making is within those values, then it's fine, go with it. The ultimate thing you can do is just speed. It's about making fast decisions. And I'm not just saying, when I say speed, by the way, going for a 1 hour walk with your headphones in, listening to some binaural beats and just taking time to think and then coming back and making the decision, that is still speed. That's smart work, right? Taking an hour. What I'm saying here is you don't need to spend 7 days, 14 days, 28 days to make a decision. Spending an hour to go into a deep thought mode, to meditate, to try and really get your head around a decision you're making, if it's an important one, is fine. That is still speed. That is still being decisive. Just don't string them out over days and days and not making any decisions, because the truth is you're not ever going to get to that perfect decision. And ultimately, the more decisions you make, you're going to find out some things that work really well, and ultimately you'll get lucky. Like being an entrepreneur as well, you will get a bit lucky, right? But the more chances you take, the more decisions you take, the more risks you take, the more lucky you get, because you're doing more. So the second thing of this about being a perfectionist is don't just end up never making decisions because you want to make the perfect decision. Have your company core values, whatever they may be, and as long as that decision fits within that, go on a 30-minute walk, no distractions, no music, just some binaural beats in your headphones, or whatever it may be, some Brain FM, listen to it, really think about the decision, make a decision, and then stick to it, and then don't look back. Okay, that's the second thing. And then the third and final thing I want to speak about when it comes to being a perfectionist is just to understand that that's normal. All entrepreneurs, for the most part, start out as perfectionists, and striving for greatness and to build the best product and business is so incredibly important. So don't look at this ultimately like it's not inherently like a bad trait to have. It stems from really good roots. It stems from actually what's the makings of a great entrepreneur. But this is the big but, right? If you don't use it in the right way, then it will be your biggest downfall. If you let it eat you up and therefore don't make decisions, don't give up any control, it's the worst trait you can have. But if you use it to understand that I need to hire better people than me, and I will be willing to give up that control. I want to make the best company. I want every area of my business to be fantastic. I want the best branding. I want the best authority. I want to have the best team, the best culture, the best customer service. That is how you build a fantastic company, and ultimately you're going to scale, okay? Because when you put your customers first, you put greatness into your company, then great things will come out of it, and you're destined for success at that point. So hopefully you enjoyed this video today. If you did, be sure to drop a like. Let me know your thoughts as well on this bit more of a relaxed style of video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by dropping a like and dropping a comment on this video. video. I really enjoy this style of videos and filming these type of videos. It's a lot more natural. So, you know, a couple times a week, if you guys want some stuff like this, I'm more than happy to produce more content like it, but you're going to need to let me know either way. If you don't like it, that's fine. Just let me know. I want the feedback, right? I'm not going to get hurt. Drop the feedback down below if you like it. If you don't, then I'd really, really appreciate your opinion. And then on a final note, if you aren't already, make sure you get access to your 7-day free trial to get mentored by me completely free of charge for 7 days. Join our Entrepreneur Accelerator community. Again, that's the top link of the description. Make sure you get yourself on the wait list for the SMMA Accelerator book, which is coming out in the next couple of months. Or if by the time you're watching this is already out, get yourself a free copy as well. The link will be in the description. Thanks again so much for watching. Don't be a perfectionist, and I'll see you in the next video.